So the unfortunate thing happened. You got into an accident. Don't worry, everything will be okay. But there's 3 major things you need to know and you need to do if you're involved in an accident. The first and most important is to make sure that everybody is okay. Make sure all the people involved, there's no injuries, and if there is, to make sure you call for help. And with that, make sure that you are getting out of the way. If you're in the middle of the road, all of a sudden, other injuries or other accidents can happen. So make sure you move to the side of the road, get to a safe spot for you and your car so that you can determine and go through the next steps safely. Number 2 is to make sure you call the police. A police officer is going to act as a third-party witness to this accident. They are going to determine who's at fault. They're going to write up a report that you're going to be able to use in order to potentially get your car fixed and not be held liable, especially if you're not at fault in the case. Too many times we see in claim scenarios where it's a he said, she said situation and the claim drags out. It becomes a problem because nobody wants to admit at fault and there isn't a police report involved. So make sure you always call the police, get a report so that the claim process goes as smooth as possible. And the last very important factor that nobody really talks about is you want to make sure that you are getting certain information from the other party involved. This is information that is not on the police report that the police officer is going to give you. This is separate. 2 pieces of that information. One is their phone number. You want to make sure you have their phone number because if there is a problem, you got to be able to get a hold of them. And 2, their insurance policy number. Too many times, the accident report will show it's with XYZ Insurance Company. You call XYZ Insurance Company and they've never heard of this person. They can't find the person in their system. How is a claim going to be processed if they can't even find the policy? With a policy number, it gives a little bit more information and it allows you to, again, help that claim move faster so that you can get your car repaired and back to normal as soon as possible. So grab a piece of paper and a pen, take your cell phone to snap a picture of their insurance card, get their phone number, and make sure you give that to your insurance agent or your insurance company when you're filing the claim. It's also very important as a bonus, make sure you are filing or talking to your agent when talking about a claim and not just filing things immediately or direct with your insurance company. Too many times there is situations where you shouldn't need to file or don't need to file a claim, but because you called the 800 number and did it, it could affect you negatively down the road as an incident, whether the insurance company pays or not. So make sure you have an agent involved that is there to help you through the process and avoids unnecessary claims on your record. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you got any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be glad to help.